Text-to-speech enabled. Stream is online.
Afternoon. Hey, what? How's it going?
Just finished my first trainer road workout.
Nice, that's awesome. I was gonna ride longer today, but
Can't complain too much. I'm jealous of your clear skies.
oh, it's beautiful today. I'm cutting my ride short. I was gonna ride longer because I think my tubeless setup in the rear is going to implode. So I'm just gonna head straight home. I had to replace a spoke because I broke a spoke last week. So I replaced the spoke, and I have real tubeless rim tape at home. And I thought, why use the real stuff? I bet black electrical tape will work just fine. And I've been monitoring tire pressure, and I've had to pump my tire up 3 times today while it sat in the office warehouse. And then I got thinking, I use black electrical tape all the time, and it doesn't stay sticky when it gets wet. So I have 2 ounces of sealant sloshing around in there, just waiting for the tape to just completely give out, and I lose all air pressure pretty much instantly. I did do 3 wraps of tape though, but now I'm crazy paranoid that my tire is just going to go poof while I'm riding. Which sucks because I'm wasting this weather. I wanted to go for a really long ride. Yeah, well, luckily it's the back wheel, not the front wheel, but it held on the ride to work. It's just I know what's going to happen is as the edge of the tape, because I use electrical tape on my bar tape here, and I just know what happens is the edge peels up just a little bit, and then what'll happen is the sealant will get underneath the edge that just peeled up, and then it'll peel a bit more and then a little bit more, and it might not happen today, but it'll happen eventually. Maybe in a week or two I'll be riding along because the tape is over the spoke holes, and as soon as it gives up enough and it hits a spoke hole, it'll just go all air gone. And you know what's so dumb is I have tubeless tape at home, and while I was taping it with electrical tape, I even thought in my head like, why don't you just use the real tape and do it properly? And then I'm like, no, electrical tape will be fine. It'll work awesome. No, it's not going to work awesome. Hey, go to down. So instead of doing a long ride, I just need to go straight home and take my wheel apart and rectify the poor choice in rim tape.
Dang, is it still up?
No, I got the spoke fixed. I just cheaped out and used the wrong tape on the rim for a tubeless setup, and I feel like the sealant is going to react with the tape and cause the tape to basically not stick to the rim, and I will lose all air pressure. Might not be today or tomorrow or maybe next week, but it'll eventually happen. And now I'm crazy paranoid about riding. All I can think of, like, I think even already the air pressure has gone down, and I cranked it way up before I left work. Don't cheap out. Do things properly. Holy crap, it's windy. What I should have had the shop do, geez, this wind is annoying. The shop even asked if I wanted them to put on new tubeless tape. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. I'll do it when I get home. The wind is so freaking loud in my ears, I can't hear a damn thing except excessive wind noise. I was gonna fix my wheel myself, but the spoke actually...
Warm out for you. It's pretty cool and cloudy over here.
It's perfect right now. This is awesome, except for the wind. The wind just drives me freaking bananas. Problem is the spoke actually broke inside the nipple, so I needed a new one. So I took the whole wheel and everything to the shop to get a new nipple, and they were all, hey, we can fix this. We have time to do this right now, and it'll be like $10. And I said, damn rights. Just fix it. The wind's a bit cold here, like it's 20 degrees.
How did you even get effed up? I remember it happening, the smoke coming out and the wheel all wobbly, but was it just wear and tear?
Who knows, honestly. Spoke just popped.
Hey, microphone will press that button for you.
I have had very, very, very few spokes break, and it just busted.
Got to run. Need to get dinner, then going to meet up with some buddies.
Sounds good.
Good night, everyone.
You too, Frackfurt. And the place where it broke in the nipple was where the threads were. So, I mean, it could have been, honestly, a defect in the spoke itself.
In just over a year on my gravel bike.
The wheels are at pretty high tension, so honestly, I'm surprised I haven't had more broken spokes. I mean, I'm fat. I ride with bags that, I usually have 20 pounds of stuff on my bike, plus my ass. Oh, nice.
But I was acting foolish each time, so it was probably my fault. Plus, I was like 218 pounds at the time.
Yeah, I'm like 245 with gear on, plus bags. So it's like 265 265, 270 pounds on the rear wheel.
Hi Zabarize and chat. I hope you're well. I was rated in here for first time last week during the VCBR and have enjoyed the streams.
Hey, thanks.
Those folks were screaming, help.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've done like a whole whack of, like I'm not easy on the bike at all. I've done tons of gravel. But I'm gonna go home, take my wheel apart, take the tire off, clean it all up because it's covered in sealant now, and change the tubeless tire tape to proper stuff and be done with it. Hey, thank you very much for this.
You have a really good quality bike. Mine was one that I could get during the pandemic for a fourth of the price of yours, I'm sure. Not long.
I can feel the air leaking out of the tire as I ride. Gotta make it home.
She was out here jazzer walking.
Or what's that, prancercising?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the wind is bad.
With that woman prancing that past middle-aged camel toe.
Yeah. Oh, that video is hilarious. That cracks me up. I haven't watched it in a while. I guess whatever gets you outside and gets you moving, if you need to like skip and prancercise.
As soon as someone mentions it, it replays in my head immediately.
It totally does. She had like pink pants on and like super floofy hair.
She was doing it like she believed in it, that's for sure.
Yeah, she totally owned it. And she's like, hell yeah, I'm prancercising.
She believed in hairspray.
So much hairspray. I don't even know if I really need to wait. I just sneak over to the bike lane over there. Oh, didn't have to wait long. Oh, wind!
And she believed in keeping her fabric close to her snuffle. Oh, that hill must have sucked.
That hill's pretty steep, but I tried to go for it. I'm trying.
Carrot boxes, you've been like that.
I'm trying to only ride zone 1 or 2 or 5 and up. I've noticed lately I've fallen into the trap of spinning around in zone 3 and 4 way too much.
Isn't that like crazy inefficient? LMAO.
So the goal is to not ride zone 2.
All or nothing.
Yeah, so it's either like zone 1 or 2, which is like for me up to about 204 watts based on my FTP, and then zone 5 and up I think is like 290. So I'm trying to only ride below 200 watts or above 300 watts. Yeah, pretty much. I did it before and it works pretty good, because the problem is you ride in that middle ground and it's super easy to do. Like if I just want to like pedal normally, I want to ride in like 230 watts. Seems to be like the sweet spot. But all you really do if you ride zone 3 all the time is you just wear yourself out.
It's either burn fat or burn the food you ate.
Yeah. So the goal is to stay under 200 watts, and then whenever I see a hill that's steep enough that I can't hold under 200 watts, then I go for it, and I gotta ride over 300. So actually, it's kind of a fun game because it gives you something to think about while you're riding. And I found on my commute this morning.
Rabbit chasing carrots.
Yeah. I found on my commute this morning that with the gearing on the cross bike, I can go up some decent hills and stay under 200 watts.
I do that.
The tire's holding good still. I think we're okay.
I bet that cross bike has a Sundale for some years.
Yeah, I got a 38 on the front and 1142 on the back. Or 1140. I actually wish I bought an 1142. But I did have an 1136 before. And 36 crushed me. I did some gravel events last year that should have been easier, but because I had crappy gearing, I was having to go way too hard up hills just to get up the hills. So a hill that I should be able to stay, 250 watts, I was doing like 375, just burning myself out. But the 40 is nice.
Now you added granny gears.
Yeah, basically, I have slightly better than a 1-to-1 with a 38 front and 40 rear, but I'm too cheap to go and buy a new cassette, but I really should have gotten an 1142. BWR, there was a few long hill climbs that were still grinding even in a 40.
You keep charging hills and I bet you invest in one before long.
Well, it's funny, my bike came with the 1030 or 1136, and I rode that for 3 years. That's not good on your knees either. See, so right now at 175 watts, I turn right here and do 350 all the way to the top.
No, it does not sound like it would be at all.
But you just get used to it, and so you don't really pay attention. You just go, oh, hills are hard. Okay, let's skip 350.
Some motherfucker just honk at you.
No, he was honking at the
Maybe
people
you
on
were
strike.
355 today.
Actually, let's do four. We're doing 450. The legs are feeling fresh. There. Back down to under 200.
420. Hell yeah. I always thought you were supposed to maintain like a high effort thing when you're still able to somewhat hold a conversation. For like your VO2 efforts and shit.
I'm not going long enough. Like, I'm breathing pretty hard. My heart rate spikes up. But I mean, that effort there, that was what, 30 seconds? All I'm really trying to do is on intervals, for anyone that uses intervals, it gives you a score of like pyramidal training, base training. I'm trying to hit polarized for this week. My goal for this week is to have it tell me I did polarized riding, which is go super easy and then go hard.
Intervals.isu.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, keep on it, Phoebe.
So polarized is typically 80% zone 1 and 2 with 20% zone 5 up. So you're skipping zone 3 and 4. I mean, it's impossible to skip because you have to go through that zone to get up higher, but the idea is with polarized is you do more zone 5 than you do zone 3, 4. And the idea is you can maintain output longer. Because
have to wash your bibs more that way.
yeah, because right now, yeah, I'm doing 150 watts. Feels nice and easy, but then the hill, I just go hard. My bike is making so much noise. Oh, I'm gonna have to spend Wednesday sourcing creaks and groans.
At least you aren't making sparks from your rims on the road.
Yeah, tire's still holding, feels pretty good.
Did you do some BBQing over the weekend?
I Yeah, I made hot dogs. So I don't know if that really counts. My kids wanted hot dogs. They were damn good though. I smoked them. The kids got mad.
Smoke and that card comes loose in your rim. You ride around sounding like a hula hoop.
So my kids were mad because the hot dogs took quite a while to actually make.
Put something on the grill. You're grilling.
Because normally when we cook hot dogs, you just like put them in a pan, fry them up. Takes like 3 minutes. I did it for, it was like 45 minutes on the grill.
Angry over gourmet hot dogs.
Yeah, totally, like freaking all beef processed meat wieners cooked to perfection.
Did you buy some fancy hot dogs at least?
Oh no.
Getting some no-name smoked
No,
hot
they
dogs.
were like just maple leaf, all beef, like regular assed. My kids are not picky when it comes to hot dogs. I did buy fresh bakery buns though, so that did kick it up a notch. But I mean, ultimately, they were still just hot dogs.
It's all buttholes. I love brioche buns for hot dogs. Bro, life is good AF if you were upset over some gourmet hot dogs. That long.
They were good. They were good. I'll have to give you that though. Like smoked them, like kicked it up a notch. And it still makes the whole neighborhood stink. So that's all that really matters.
Go to toppings.
Oh, literally just like mustard and like ketchup. We had nothing else in the house. Normally I'd fry up some onions in butter, but we didn't have anything. But firing up the grill though is good because it doesn't matter what you're cooking, it just sends smoke all through the neighborhood. So everyone knows something's getting grilled. They just don't need to know what was getting grilled. When it first turns on, it makes a lot of smoke. It's impressive. I only was near the grill just to flip the hot dogs and take them off, and all my clothes just were like fully saturated with smoke. And I had to test out the warranty power supply, so it worked really well.
That's the most important time for it to be smoky, when it first starts up, so that's good.
Yeah, you need a lot of smoke sending out over the neighborhood so you can tell all your neighbors like, yep, I'm doing something here. That house is cooking something. It looks like his house is on fire.
I just go outside and scream every 2.5 hours. Cool. It means that I smoke.
Yeah. I need to do a roast again because that's the good one. that takes 4 or 5 hours. And so you're cooking for a long time with all the neighbors smelling your roast. But eventually, I would like to try a brisket, but every time I see the price of one, it's scary that I potentially couldn't do it justice. It's so expensive. The roasts are good.
Looks very unfun.
That part is not great. This part coming up is not great because
lots of brisket. Prices even keep going up.
Yeah, like the last one I thought was like $100.
Pellet grill. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing. Yeah, this stretch, the path is nice, but then it just ends. And you kind of have to ride on the wrong side of the road to follow the rules of the road. Like I want to get to the left turn lane. Yeah, that's a good idea. My coworker did a brisket and it took him, he did it for 22 hours. I don't know if I could allocate that much time to it. Because the hopper on my pellet grill, I don't think would make it all night. So I'd have to set an alarm, get up and top it up. Yeah, or I could like go to bed at midnight and then get up at 6. I know it would last 6 hours. I'd be worried though that something bad would happen and like the grill would shut off or have an error. See, 16 wouldn't be so bad. The roasts are good practice, but they're like 5 hours. Well, you know what, you can do it quicker. It's just a matter of how smoky do you want it. Now I'm super hungry. That's a good idea. I'm all pretty new at this, so I have like no techniques mastered at all. Yeah, getting like heckled by 12-year-olds.
Clearly you shouldn't be on the kids' turf.
Actually, I think it was either he's trolling me or he was actually encouraging me.
Dude, 13 feet is way longer than I expected.
13 feet? Yeah, 13 feet's pretty long. What are you measuring that's 13 feet?
To me, it sounded like he said, "Piss off, fucker."
No, he said something about climb all the way to the top or give her all the way to the top. Piss off, fucker sounds better though.
I might buy for like $900.
Oh, nice. A 13-foot kayak. That's serious business. That's like real kayak. Mine are recreational and they're 10.
Yeah, it's a real kayak. Miguel, I've had moments where I start thinking of kayaks and kayak videos. I think shorter ones for river. Are you at 12.7 kilometers in the fixed overlay?
It's fixed. Yes, it is fixed. Oh, they recently cleaned the streets. So clean.
Yup, zone 5.
Yep, that was zone 5.
That looks flat. Why the heavy breathing?
It's a stupid GoPro. The GoPro makes everything look flat. We're going.
Are you done?
I'm done. We're gonna raid Go-Go Burger. She is in Vancouver. She is walking around Vancouver. She's from Japan.
More Canadians, eh?